Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we explore another fascinating English word. Our word for today is continue. So, what does continue mean? Well, simply put, it means to keep going, to not stop doing something. It's an A2 level verb, which means it's a fundamental word you'll hear and use all the time in everyday English. Continue is used when we want to talk about something that doesn't stop, something that progresses without interruption. For example, if you are watching a movie and you like it, you might say, "I want to continue watching this movie." It means you want to keep watching, you don't want to stop. Now, let's delve into some synonyms for continue. Synonyms are words that have similar meanings. One useful synonym for continue is proceed. For example, instead of saying please continue with your presentation, you could say please proceed with your presentation. The meaning is essentially the same. Another synonym is carry on. We often use carry on in informal situations. You could say, even though it's raining, we will carry on with our picnic. Meaning, we will continue with our picnic, despite the weather. Another good synonym is maintain. For instance, the company wants to maintain its growth in the market. This means the company wants to continue its growth. And finally, let's consider persist. Persist in your efforts, and you will succeed. That means continue trying, don't give up, and you will achieve your goals. Now, let's look at the opposite of continue. These are called antonyms. One antonym for continue is stop. It's very direct and clear. The music will stop at 9 p.m., which is the opposite of saying the music will continue until 9 p.m. Another antonym is halt. The train had to halt due to a signal problem. This means the train had to stop, it couldn't continue. Another antonym is cease. Cease all operations immediately. This means to stop all activity, the opposite of continue. We can also use the word interrupt as an antonym, especially when talking about a process or activity. Please don't interrupt me while I'm working. This means don't stop me from continuing my work. And lastly, consider the word end. The movie will end in 15 minutes. That's the opposite of saying the movie will continue for another 15 minutes. Now, let's explore how we use continue in everyday life. You'll hear it in many common situations. For example, if you're having a conversation and someone is telling a story, you might say, "Please continue, I'm listening." Or if you're studying a language, you might say to yourself, "I need to continue practicing every day." You might hear someone say, "The road will continue for another 5 kilometers," meaning the road doesn't end here, it keeps going. You might say to a friend, "Let's continue this conversation later." If you're learning a new skill, someone might encourage you by saying, "You're doing great, continue the good work." Let's look at some more sentence examples. The rain continued all night. She decided to continue her studies abroad. The project will continue until next year. We will continue to support our community. Please continue reading from page 20. The meeting will continue after a short break. He hopes to continue his career in medicine. They plan to continue their journey tomorrow. The investigation will continue until all the facts are known. You should continue to practice your English every day. We can also use continue in phrases like continue as before, which means to keep doing something in the same way, or continue to do something, which emphasizes the ongoing nature of the action. And finally, let's continue where we left off, meaning let's resume from the point where we stopped. To recap, continue means to keep going. Some synonyms are proceed, carry on, maintain, and persist. Antonyms include stop, halt, cease, interrupt, and end. We use continue in many everyday situations to talk about actions or states that don't stop. It's a really important word to have in your English vocabulary. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful. Remember, your support helps others find the show, so please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It really makes a difference. Now, for your homework, I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word continue and share it as a comment under the video. I can't wait to see what you come up with. See you next time on Hello Word.